Jerry Conacher and Gwen Billings were married on the Feast of the Assumption in 1959. Immediately after the ceremony, they went to the Blessed Mother's altar and entrusted their marriage to her care. Mary would continue to play an important role in the young couple's life. In 1971, after a prayerful reading of St. Louis de Montfort's True Devotion, which promoted the concept of total consecration to Jesus through Mary, the Conachers made their own act of consecration. Later that year, the Conachers shocked family and friends by leaving their business and moving with their children to Portugal, settling in the land where Our Lady had appeared to 3 shepherd children in 1917. Even before the move, the Conachers felt that God was calling them to something beyond themselves and their growing family, now numbering 8 children. In Portugal, away from worldly distractions, Mary's Fatima message of catechesis, reparation, consecration, and evangelization took deep root in their hearts. On a visit to the United States in 1972, Jerry Conacher met Father Bernard Geiger, the editor of the Immaculata Review, the official magazine of the Knights of the Immaculata. Father Geiger invited Jerry to become the executive director of the Knights, prompting the Conacher family to leave Portugal after a 2-year stay and return to the United States. In his new job, Jerry was inspired by the deeply Marian spirituality of the organization's founder, St. Maximilian Kolbe. In 1975, inspired to help families and after much prayer and consultation, Jerry Conacher left the Knights, and he and Gwen founded the Apostolate for Family Consecration, a lay association of Christ's faithful with the purpose of helping families establish a truly God-centered culture within their families and neighborhood through formation, evangelization, and consecration, all through the controlled use and power of the media. The Apostolate began building its Consecration in Truth multimedia library, preserving for all time the thoughts of leading Catholic teachers and presenting their teachings from a family perspective. 2 of the first contributors were Jesuit Father John Hardin and Blessed Teresa of Calcutta. As the Apostolate grew and developed, young adults were invited to volunteer their service to the Church through the Apostolate. Over time, many of these volunteers expressed a desire to continue their service in a permanent arrangement. So, in 1986, the Apostolate formally created a celibate membership branch known as the Catholic Corps, consecrated men and women offering their lives to God through the work and mission of the Apostolate for Family Consecration. Today, the Apostolate's Catholic Corps continues to attract young men and women to this new expression of consecrated life. Just as the Apostolate family grew, Jerry and Gwen's own family continued to grow from the original 13 children, 1 now with the Lord, to 65 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. As a result of the Apostolate's growth, its headquarters moved from Kenosha, Wisconsin, to a former seminary in Bloomingdale, Ohio, which became Catholic Familyland, a place set apart for families and the nerve center for the Apostolate's multimedia productions and eventually Familyland television network. The Apostolate began to take root all over the world, with dedicated members at each new location eagerly embracing its vision, mission, and spirituality. The worldwide reach of the Apostolate is a tribute to Jerry and Gwen's Mary-like trust in God's call to them and the patronage and protection of the Holy Family. Gwen Conacher died after a long, painful illness in 2002. Her witness for life and motherhood was recognized by the Church on July 10, 2007, when Bishop R. Daniel Conlin of the Diocese of Steubenville opened the cause for her beatification. The ceremony occurred just a month after the Apostolate for Family Consecration became only the 123rd lay association in the world to be granted pontifical status by the Church. Today, the Apostolate continues to grow and touch lives throughout the world. But it all began with a young married couple who consecrated their lives and their family to Jesus through Mary in union with Saint Joseph. Thank you, Jerry and Gwen Conacher, for lives that exemplify the vocation of marriage and lives that have inspired many others to vocations in the Church, all for the Holy Family.